In today's video, I will go ahead and break down the 3 simple step approach on how to use the law of attraction so that you can attract your dream life. Stay tuned. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Hildren Sabengan. If you are new here, I talk all about law of attraction manifestations, entrepreneurship, and also finances and lifestyle. So if that is something that you are interested in, please consider liking, subscribing, and I will be posting new videos every single week. Now, in today's video, I want to go ahead and get down to the nitty gritty. The biggest thing when it comes to the law of attraction, it's very simple, right? Very, very simple. Yet, if it were simple, then everyone would be living their dream life. And that is the bottom line. From personal experience, I had a very tough time being able to unlock the power of the law of attraction. Because, really, the movie The Secret really states that you are what you think. That's really what the law of attraction is. Your thoughts become your reality. So by that logic, all you really have to do is think hard about what you really want, and therefore the world will give you opportunities to be able to live that life. But that left me like almost like I'm knocking my head on a wooden door, just constantly thinking, yet not really making any progress. So long story short, I invested a lot of time, plus a lot of money and effort into digging into the law of attraction, meeting mentors, hiring mentors, and buying courses, reading plenty of books to be able to really get down to the nitty gritty of how to truly use the law of attraction correctly and how to apply its principles to be able to live the dream life that I always wanted to live. And this is really the best thing that I've come out with, right? So the 3-step approach, let's go ahead and go right into it. Okay. Number 1, it's all about your thinking, right? And surprise, surprise, right? Law of attraction thinking, everyone kind of knows that. Number 2, it's all about your feeling, thinking, feeling. And then number 3 is the way that you act. Okay. Thinking, feeling, and acting. Now, the important thing is these 3 steps are sequential, meaning that you have to have the previous step down before you could actually go on to the next step. So each step is actually predicated on the previous step being done correctly. So let's kind of get down into it and break it down even more. So step number 1, it's thinking. You are what you think. Your thoughts become your reality. It's well-known fact that a lot of great leaders actually agree. They don't agree on a lot of things, but that is one thing that they agree on. You are what you are what you think. So what it really means is you have to be in control of the way that you respond to the world, to circumstances that get thrown at you. I think the biggest lesson that I learned when being a law of attraction practitioner is the fact that I have control of the way I respond to situations that are enacted upon me. And it's funny, right now, I'm on crutches right now, guys. I'm about 3 weeks post surgery on my knee. I was playing basketball with some buddies, and I ended up rupturing my patellar tendon. And this is like the biggest the biggest injury I've had in my life, really. Rehab is pretty long. My timetable will be able to walk again without any crutches or a brace would probably be about 2 to 3 months from now. Now, the thing is with this, why I bring this up is because typically when people go through situations like this, it's easy to get into like a mindset of like victim, right? Feeling sorry for yourself and just kind of letting the situation get to me. I'm sure like a lot of you, I'm the type of person to be up and about, right? I don't like to be at home and not being able to do anything. And my routine has been totally shot since this accident has happened. And I'm not gonna lie, I've had a couple days where, I could have fallen into the rabbit hole of just, victim thinking and feeling sorry for myself. But no, I would remember this idea of the law of attraction and thinking that everything that happens to me is happening for me. Everything that's happening to me is happening for me. It's something that needs to happen. And I have to be able to look within and look past the surface situation and find something good out of it. Right. And that's exactly what kind of allowed me to keep going and to not let me get bogged down during this whole situation was, my faith in the law of attraction, the laws of the universe, and knowing that I myself can do what I need to do to be able to get past this injury, and more importantly, not to let it bog down my progression to the things that I'm looking to do for myself this year, my goals for myself, for my family, so far and so forth. You don't ever want to be in a situation where you are reactive. You don't want to be in a situation where you allow your passions and your emotions to take control of yourself. We as human beings, we have the power to control that. However, we want to take on situations that happen to us is 100% totally our responsibility. So that's the whole idea of thinking and being in control of your mind and your emotions. That's step number one. The law of attraction is be in control of you. Step number two, it's thinking. I'm sorry, it's feeling. Okay. Now, I mentioned that all of these are sequential to each other, the order, right? So think about it. When you're thinking in a situation where you're effectively thinking, you are taking situations and you're responding to them responsibly, effectively, it makes you feel some type of way. It makes you feel like you are in control. You've decided to take responsibility of yourself and you've taken life by the horns. What that does is it gives you a feeling of power. Think about it. On the other side of the coin, if you're reacting to situations, someone had, called you a nasty name and you decided to let your emotions run free, and all of a sudden you find yourself just, pop on top of this dude, punch him in the face. It might feel good in the beginning, but later on that it's clear that that probably isn't a that just isn't a good example of showing that you are in control of your emotions. And that's the bottom line. When you are in control of your mindset, when you're in control of your emotions, you are in control of your soul, really. And that feeling of empowerment that you get when you are in keen with that state is very powerful, which then allows you to kind of increase that aura energy of yourself and your spirit, right? And it's powerful, guys. It's one of those things where it's really hard to articulate that, but when you see it in someone, it's you see that power that someone has, that almost like magnetic aura to them. That's exactly what I'm feeling. I mean, when you are in line with the good feelings of attraction. Hope that made sense, but that is how I break down number two, feeling. Now let's go ahead and get down to step number three of the system. It is acting. Okay. So you think positively, you're thinking effectively, then you allow yourself to feel powerful, that aura of power, which then raises your vibration, right? It raises your vibration and then it influences you to act some type of way, a good way, right? In the way that is aligned to good, to positivity, to all the good that the universe has to offer. Think about this. Tony Robbins said it is impossible to feel worried and happy at the same time, right? There's another law in the universe. It's called the law of opposites. Law of opposites states there's always an equal opposite to every single thing in this world. So there's a hot, there's a cold, there's a up, there's a down. You can't be up and down at the same time. You have to be one or the other. If you're looking to achieve your dream, if you're looking to attract your dream partner, you can't be like you can't be a crappy person going out to the bars every single night and treating people horribly and driving home drunk and expect to find someone that's going to be totally opposite of that. You know, birds of the same feather flock together. And that's where that term comes from. Now, I kind of got on a tangent there. Let me kind of get back in, let me get back in line here. So the sequential idea, right? Your thinking influences the way that you feel, then your feeling influences the way that you're going to act. So when you have your thinking in line with your feelings, then the way you act is going to be in line with what you are looking to achieve. So this is what it means when you go out to, Starbucks and you're feeling unlimited, and then you're, talking to the barista saying, "Hey, thank you so much for the coffee. I'm so grateful for this." You're expressing humility, you're expressing gratitude, and this is when you start to attract that $1 million angel investor, right? Or you all of a sudden you get that great idea downloaded to your brain, that great idea that's going to make you millions and millions of dollars. It happens because you are acting in line with that powerful thinking and feeling vibration. It's sequential. Now, what I feel in the, I'm kind of reflecting as I'm speaking about it, but people do a good job focusing on one part of the system, right? And that's usually the thinking system, which is important, obviously, because if you don't have your thinking right, you can't get to the feeling and the acting part. So it takes practice to be able to get all three in synchronicity so that you can make this effortless. And that's the key, guys, is when you get all three of these systems acting in unison, it's like playing a beautiful tune in the guitar. It's music, right? It's music, and it's, it's synchronicities, and it's awesome. A lot of people say that, this whole process, it should be effortless. You shouldn't really be forcing it, your dreams, right? The law of attraction, it's like, it's natural. It should be just like, in the universe, when you're seeing trees or flowers grow, it just grows. You don't have to force it to grow. It just does what it does in its own time. Closing remarks, guys. When it comes to the law of attraction, it's practice, and it's an everyday thing. It's not ever going to be a one and off thing, one and done thing. I practice every day. You have to have your daily practices. You'll have to be religious with, keeping your mindset in tune, and keeping your emotions intact. You have to do your part, and then the universe kind of plays according to how you play, and the effort that you put in. That's all I got. Until the next video, guys. To your soul, peace, love, and prosperity. Peace.